So Elijah Muhammad explained to us very carefully, in other words, why Master Tariq Muhammad's father took a white woman as his wife, and Master Tariq Muhammad was born of that union between his father and this Caucasian white woman. Elijah Muhammad said his father was a black holy man, undefiled, pure, and righteous black man with perfect sperm. Is that clear?
Yes.
The only way you can produce a perfect child, you have to have perfect sperm. Do you understand? And his mother, he said, was a righteous woman who had never been exposed to other Caucasian devils. Remember when I told you how they was running the devils across the Arabian desert there when they rounded them up after they came back? It's causing all the problems. Well, there were some little babies there among them that the righteous Muslim people over in the east took these little babies up into the mountains and hid them away. So they never did learn no unrighteousness. Is that clear?
Yes.
So his mother was one of the ones that the babies that he took up in the mountains and hid. She was raised among holy people, by holy people, for divine reason. We learned later why that took place. Because they knew the future of what had to take place. Nevertheless, she still was born of Caucasian devil parents. Even though they did take away, she was still born of Caucasian devil parents. So she had to be brought into the heavens, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said God told him, and taken through 7 stages of purification before Master Tariq Muhammad's father went into her to beget a son, a special son, to do a special work, which could not be done in a black-skinned body like his father. When the time came to deliver us, Master Tariq Muhammad's father is a black man, jet black in complexion, a beautiful, handsome black man, beautiful skin, beautiful teeth, beautiful eyes, beautiful hair, a perfect. Sometime I have seen some of those aboriginals from over in there. I've seen some of them. I'll tell you, you've never seen such beauty. So black until they look like they're glowing. Skin so beautiful, in other words, they look like velvet. Eyes so white, teeth so white, and hair, such beautiful hair you've never seen in your life. Both men and women, I've seen some of them. So I know Master Tariq Muhammad is of that type. Do you understand? Like Solomon said, I am black, but comely. Some say, that don't mean his skin. It does not. It's, go read the songs of Solomon. Solomon said, my skin is black upon me.
Right.
What makes you think a black man could know a woman can't be beautiful? Where did the white man come from? The white man's grafted from the black man. Do you understand? The original black man. Beautiful and perfect. That's the way Master Tariq Muhammad's father was. Do you understand? So after he took this woman through 7 stages of purification, we find there in the Bible that there was great wonder in the heavens. A woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet. He said what the great wonder was, they had never seen no white woman in the heavens.
Right. Yes.
So when his father went up and brought this white woman down into the heavens, said there was great wonder, astonishment. Why is she here? What is she doing here? Do you understand? That it was for a divine purpose. Is that clear?
Yes.
Because Honorable Elijah Muhammad said his father, when he got ready to come, as I say, it was time to come and deliver us. And he couldn't come himself because he's black-skinned, and he said they will recognize me. As soon as I get there, they will recognize who I am when they see what I'm doing. And I will have to kill them all. I won't be able to save my people. I have to end up killing my people with them. He said, so his son spoke to him out of his loins. Father, prepare me a body, and I'll go down and save them. Meaning he got the thought, I know how I would do this. You understand? I know what I'll do. I'll prepare a special body. Look what he's saying. Prepare me a body. I'll go down among them and a special prepared body. So he goes up and gets this Caucasian white woman. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now when the baby comes forth, naturally, the baby can end up still coming forth black.
Right.
You understand? So the first child that came forth, he said was a son, but he was black. They couldn't send him.
Yes.
Then he had another one, was a girl. It was the right color, but it was a girl. Do you understand? So then when he gave birth to Master Tariq Muhammad, he was a male and the right complexion that he wanted to have. Now the father's the one carrying the seed, is that clear?
Yes.
Even though the mother was a Caucasian white woman, she was just a sort of a vessel to be used. Is that clear?
Yes.
Just to prepare the special prepared body in. So he came forth. In fact, I told you that Master Tariq Muhammad said, I have a brother. And my brother is in Japan. No wonder the Japanese have come forth with such great technology. They got a scientist God over there among them. They don't know who he is. They just got someone over there teaching them and showing them things. They just think he's an ordinary scientist like them. Don't even know he's a God, a scientist God.
Right.
But the Honorable Woman told me he was there. Where he is right now, I don't know. He could be sitting out in the seats among you. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he looks like. He never told me that. I don't know what his sister looks like. But he does have a sister. Is that clear? They told me that also that his mother, when we are delivered, those who are delivered and go into the hereafter, the heavens, the mother will prepare the big feast that they will have. What does that mean? She'll be over 400 years old.
Yes, sir.
Just think over that. What is that? Still a little baby. You can live to be 1,000 years old. Master Muhammad said he would stay among us for at least 500 years until he's make sure we are well on our way of ruling.
Right.
Then he would withdraw. He didn't say where he's going or what he's going to do, but I'll stay among you for 500 years. Think about this. He had to be a great and wise and supreme being. That means he can't get sick.
Right.
He can't die. He's the master of self.
Right. Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
To save you and me. You call upon the God that Elijah Muhammad's telling you to call upon. And call upon him in using his name and see how fast your prayers get answered. Think about this now. He said, before you call, I will answer. You haven't met that God. The God you can call upon him all day and all night, and he won't answer. Also, if you recall, when one day they had a showdown between Elijah and Baal. Right? And they said, what we'll do, said, how long, the question was asked, he said, how long shall you be halted between two opinions? Christianity and Islam. Look what Elijah asked of Baal. How long shall you be halted between two opinions, talking to the people? Think about this now. If Baal be the God, they'll serve Baal. Think over this now. And what he really saying, if Allah be the God, then you serve Allah. So what we'll do then, we'll have a contest between Elijah and his followers and Baal and his followers. So note Elijah told Baal and his followers, he says, since you are many, you and your followers, you are many and we are only a few. It is small. See what he's saying? He said, you go first. You call. So they jumped on the altar and they called. They said they leaped upon the altars. Oh, Baal. Think over this now. And Baal didn't answer. So then Elijah and his followers begin to mock him. He said, maybe call a little louder. He said, maybe your God went to sleep. And you have to wake him up. Remember, you read this in the Bible, didn't you? Then they kept on, so they called real loud. Oh, Baal, jumping all up and down. See how those preachers do? So they leaped upon the altars. That's what the preachers do, don't they? So then they begin to mock him some more. He said, call a little bit longer. So maybe your God went off on a journey. And he hasn't returned as yet, so call a little longer. So they called a long time, 310 years. And he ain't answered yet, has he? 400 years, he ain't answered yet. Is that clear? So then, after they leaped upon the altars and called long and loud, and he didn't answer. So then he told Elijah's turn to call. So when Elijah went, we know what he was saying, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. And he said, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Think about this. The God of the living, not the God of the living, the God of the living. He called it, look at this now. He's calling upon the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? It means he was calling upon Allah. So the fire came down and consumed the burnt offering. You understand? So that they said, let Elijah's God be the God then. Since your God didn't answer, so now what you can do, you can call upon Jesus Christ, the white man taught you about all day and all night, tomorrow and the next day and the next year. And you'll still be the last one hired and the first one fired. You'll still be living in the worst houses. You'll have the worst schools, the worst churches, the worst everything. Right? Always raggedy, naked, hungry, and outdoors. And I want you to notice now, you got a Christian church on every corner and one in between every corner. All of them calling upon Jesus, right? And they don't have nothing, little storefront churches. And go out there in the devil's neighborhood now, and what do you see then out in his neighborhood? When you get in the white man's neighborhood, you see great big cathedrals, great big schools attached, complexes, right? In a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, right? And you see people come to church, driving all kind of big limousines coming to church, right? You think about this. And when you go into the church, I mean, it's a very beautiful cathedral, isn't it? You'll find the preacher in there or the priest leaping upon the altars and acting crazy like he done in the Christian churches. He's giving a very intelligent discourse, delivering an intelligent message to make sure that his people will always be ruling black people. Whatever you do now, don't accept no black people.
All of the churches of America put into one church cannot save the people of the church from the great disaster that is now falling America, and the worst is yet to come. You cannot find a God in your church. I don't care what you say you have, but I'm asking them to do something to put a stop to the destruction that is all in America today. Even the president don't warn you to pray to the church's God to help them. No man at war today will ask you to pray to the church God to put a stop to their slaughtering. No. But the Muslims sit by and look at you, knowing that you are like the people that the Bible tells you that worship Baal. And Elijah sat there and laughed at him. The same thing that goes for you, I don't care how so you get with me, call on your God and tell him to do something about it. This is what you need. Some frank teachings. If I make a mistake in what you would call making fun of your God, I would give you $10,000 out of my brother's vest pocket. Right here before you leave, I'll check for it. And our checks is very good. You got nothing but a lie from your blue-eyed Caucasian devil. just making truth, not fun. No, if I was just making fun, I would not have said it. I would be afraid of meeting the consequence when I leave the stand. Knowing that you are going to meet the consequence yourself for believing in these devils to teach you away from your own God and the salvation in which He has sent to you. He wants you to reject it since He's going to hell. He wants you to go too. Not as long as I'm here. Not going to send you to hell just because that you are ignorant to the knowledge of yourself. Now beat you up a little bit. Yeah. That's right. Just give you a good beating and you'll come running. Saying, I'll believe. Not the kind of beating that you expect with a strap or something. No, get you here. Yeah, that's the place to beat you. Beat you up there in your head. You must submit to the will of God. The will of God must be done today. Not the will of Satan. Allah give Satan 6,000 years to do his will. Now, the will of Almighty God, Allah comes in now. He will do His will. And there's none can stop it. His will must be done. You have prayed it in prayer. Let Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now He's ready to do His will. Don't believe that I'm the one teller of my work. I'm doing just what the Bible told you or teaches you that I would do. Elijah, I will send you him before the great and dreadful day of the Lord comes. Do you see anything pretty out there coming? We don't see a thing in the world but a dreadful time. You're going to be so hungry here until you will desire to eat each other. And if the other don't watch you, you will do it. It's written. The Bible says that Allah's righteous people will eat, but you unrighteous and disbelievers will be hungry. The devil is warning you all the time now against sitting down, not trying to make preparation for you to get something to eat.